the tyres? How's it affecting the car?
Honestly, it feels like being in a Finnish sauna. You know, that's it's a good comparison, especially when you stop in with the runs, you get the heat soak, and it really is like, yeah, way more than 60 degrees or 70 degrees in the cockpit. So it's sweaty, but out on track at least you get a bit of air, and but you know, it makes it quite tricky with the tires, obviously overheating. But honestly, it didn't look or feel too bad compared to the others. So I don't think it's a bad start for us today.
Did that surprise you, given how high the temperatures were, given what that normally does to you guys?
It was hard to predict. I think lately we've been making improvements. You know, when it's hot, that is not so bad. And yeah, today is a proof that I don't think we're in a bad place. But yeah, you never see all the cards, you know, from other teams on Friday.
You started off at the top of the timing pile. You ended their day there as well. With such a good place to start from, is there much more to come from it, or did you start relatively close to the top of your performance?
I have to say, in practice one with the balance, we had quite a lot of work to do, but we quickly reacted, and it starts to feel quite okay. But for sure, there's more to come, no doubt. And it's good to see that most likely we're going to be in the fight for the pole tomorrow. So that's really motivating.
Out here in the open air, how hot was it in the cockpit?
Yeah, it's roasting today, obviously, and so lost a lot of weight today. I think I've probably lost 3 kilos today, so between the sessions. So good amount of weight loss, and yeah, just melting the tires out there. So it's quite hard to get the balance. Quite different to the last race we were at, where a lot of people think everyone's struggling with the front tires. They're a different beast this year, so and it's different each race you go to. So that's been an interesting process, trying to understand those better. And then yeah, otherwise normal.
Seems a positive start to the weekend, at least in terms of where you find yourselves on the timing pylon. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, considering it doesn't really feel great out there in terms of the grip is poor. There's a lot of sliding around, I guess because we're just overheating already as soon as we leave the pit lane. But everyone's in the same boat there. But to see Valtteri and I both on the front row pace-wise, I think that's great for the team, and we'll only improve on that. So we've got some work to do tonight to try and see how we can finesse the car a little bit more. But it's a good start.
How much of that work is tuned towards the possibility of rain coming, both for qualifying and the race?
You can't plan for the rain in a hot day like this. You can't set the car up soft for the rain, because it's quite unpredictable. So you just try and get the car in the best place as you can and try and understand the tires as much as you can. There's not a huge difference between the setups anyways. So yeah, we'll set the car up as much as we can for dry qualifying, and if it rains, then it rains.
Do you need the temperature to drop a little bit for it to swing very much in your favor, or are you sort of optimistic from what you've seen even in these extreme temperatures today?
Quite optimistic of this extreme, with the extreme temperatures right now. I'm optimistic because I think we can definitely improve the car balance-wise, and if we can do that, then it puts us in a better position also tomorrow. So sorry, for the race as well. So, but of course, it's much nicer to drive when it's cooler. These tires are not happy most of the time, anyways. So they definitely don't like this temperature.